Okay, today I'll be teaching you how to make a podcast using NotebookLM. So usually this is a tool, so those who knows this tool, it was used only for research part because it produces specific type of voices with a great content discussion. So if you have this voice, actually you can reproduce the content, which is intelligent discussion in other field. So the issue was that you are unable to use like video YouTubes, like songs and other stuff. So that's why I'll be using this educational guide in order to teach you how to make a podcast just like a raw voice over that comes for you, so you can just maybe use other tools to translate, use an accent, or even using a character. So you may use a multiple discussion for the retranslation of this podcast. So it was not but a tool that connects YouTube and Google Studio, like you can discuss it in a good researching manner. So I'll be using one of the songs that you know about, which is Rolling in the Deep by Adele. So I'll be using this song in order for you to know how to make a podcast using Google Studio while not typing or even discussing it by yourself. So the content is high accurate, high professional, yet it's too cold to actually add it like it is, because it's not going to mention your name or title or giving you any impression or using your niche, for example. That's why everything that will get produced is just an example. Let's start. So we'll begin with downloading NotebookLM. So you have two options, App Store or Google Play. The reason for this is that you need it on your phone because it's really simple and easy to make a podcast while you're walking on the street. No noise, like you can't consider noise when you are not recording. So you have an issue with RSS Feed if you are not yet having your podcast online. So this is just like a demo for you to know that the podcast is not online because it's not found yet. So I'll let you know here, because I'm using Apple, it will be using like the method that it has to be live first in order. So once an episode is live and you finish all your stuff on the account, you'll begin. So here you have to actually get your content first, because once you add your link, you have few options to do it. So I'll be using Adele Rolling in the Deep as an official topic for my official podcast. So this is just has to be an official content because you cannot just steal content or use illegal content for that. So I used a really fun topic that has to keep and maintain the fun part. So once I begin, it will start loading. Few options to discuss. First, it began the discussion, then I just began my topic, which is talk. So talk itself get identified. Then I choose my stuff. So, for example, the last thing, it was really good answer here. So I am like playing multiple choice question. So it gives me few trivia that it makes it like funny, and like considering the topic itself, it's just a song. It's just a song, but it's a great topic to discuss. But in here, you have to be so accurate and specific while being accurate, because if you repeat stuff, if you do some other stuff, it will not do enough. So here, I'll just do the podcast. That's why it generates automatically, so you don't have to add much details to your discussion. I didn't add much here, but everything was just fun about the song. I didn't talk with it. I didn't repeat stuff. I didn't add like how and when they produce it. So because I want to make it like a fun podcast. So if I made that fun
Welcome back
podcast,
to the
so
deep
I need
dive.
my analytics as well. So
Today,
I'm
we
using
are
another
digging
tool.
into a source that is,
That's
I
how I
think,
choose my fun.
incredibly powerful and familiar to almost everyone, but maybe not in this form. We're looking at the lyrical transcript of Rolling in the Deep.
It's a fantastic choice because when you strip away the
Did you
music,
hear
the
that?
words on the page, they form this complete,
This is
really
so weird
high-stakes
beginning.
emotional story. It's like a short
That's
play.
A short
what you
play, I
have
like that.
to approve.
You're
Because
rolling in a
there will
nautical
be
sense.
multiple
You're being
tools, like what I
tossed
showed
around by
you
forces you can't
with IQ
control. It suggests
is
the
really
relationship
important to know
itself was this
because you have to pick
chaotic,
your
shared submersion.
podcast.
Maybe they were both just
So
caught up in it,
I just thought that.
in the turmoil.
But you have
But
to
the
know
actual
one thing.
betrayal
This
happened
is
down
just
there,
a raw
under the
voice.
surface.
Yes.
It's just
And the
like
betrayal is
cold
defined by this very
entrance, like
specific
a deep dive
physical
under
action.
ice.
The
Nothing
accusation
moves
is so raw.
because
You
you
had
are
my
not
heart inside
doing
of
a
your
deep dive
hands.
show.
I mean, the intimacy
I'm
in that
having a different
line,
name. So
the complete
this
surrender of it.
Which
to
makes
be
what happens next even
used
worse. At
in
first, the
order
manipulation is
to
described almost musically,
understand
and you played it to the beat.
Like a
which
heart was just
is
an instrument, a
going to be your
toy,
topic.
something to
So
keep
you have to
rhythm
pick
with,
your
but not
topic
something
very well
alive and fragile.
A
because if you
devastating
don't,
indictment of
you will
carelessness
not
right there.
find
But this is where
how
a
to
close
adjust
reading of the
this
source
audio because
material
this audio
uncovers
has
something
another tool,
much, much darker.
This is
which
the key
is
insight,
probably
the
that you
definitive
will
nugget.
be
It
able
is,
to convert
because
it
while
to
that
your own
line,
language.
played it to the beat,
The
is the
reason I said
primary
probably
one,
not
the
because
text
you
later
might not
revisits
convert
the
it.
idea,
It's
but
just
it
you might
changes
not
one
find
word.
the
And that one
accent you
word
need.
changes
Because
everything.
all
It
that is a
shifts the
part of
entire
content
crime from
making. You have to
carelessness to
consider your
explicit
accent, your
violence.
character,
The
and all
line
those stuff.
becomes,
So
but
if you
you
can
played
make
it with a
your own
beating.
impression, like
Wow.
your own
With a
imprint,
beating.
you will
So
be
the
able to
heart goes from
continue
being a
your
drum to a
podcast.
punching bag.
Exactly.
But
It's no
if you are
longer just
unable, this is
misuse or
not
manipulation.
gonna
This is an
be
act of
like
emotional
fun
violence.
part
They didn't
like
just
you
play with the
wanted, but
heart,
it's gonna
they
be fun as
assaulted
well.
it.
That is the
So
final
in
nail in the
here,
coffin.
I
It explains
just
everything. It
use
explains why the revenge is so absolute, why the narrator wants to make your head
Notebook
burn.
LM as well
The pain
again
wasn't an accident.
to
It was
make more
inflicted
conversation
with intent.
with
So
a
we've
tool,
tracked this whole journey,
and
the
it keeps
fire, the
saying what
confrontation, the deep
you
loss,
are
and now this
trying to
central act of
hear,
violence, which brings us to the
and you
final
can
section,
reproduce the voice
the
itself,
resolution.
and it gives
This is where the
results,
narrator's
different
whole
results for
philosophy
every
shifts.
It does,
audio
yeah.
you
It
produce
moves from
using
personal
the tool
vengeance
itself.
to something
So
more
it's
like
just not the first one that
universal
becomes the
law.
best,
That's
but
right. The focus
the
turns to the
best one
betrayer's
is your
future. The
results.
narrator
So if it
offers these
discuss and
instructions
it became
almost.
so
Throw your
funny, it
soul
can
through
feed
every
a lot of
open
materials
door.
to
Count your blessings
make
to
your
find what you look
accent,
for.
and you can
It's like they're
edit it
saying,
like
go figure your own life
maybe
out
you can
because you
actually
clearly didn't
produce the
appreciate what
same
you had.
voice for the
But the
same
narrator's
identity as I
ultimate
told
focus
you.
turns
You
inward,
need the character,
to
you
this
need the
idea of
identity in order
self-alchemy.
to
This is
have
the
an
moment of
accurate
true transformation.
result,
The line is,
or
turn my
like
sorrow into treasured gold.
That's the ultimate act of
the same
resilience, isn't it?
accent you
Taking
need
this
needs
base,
an
painful
identifiable
thing, sorrow, and through pressure and fire,
responsive
turning it into
results that
something
you are
valuable,
able to
something
reproduce
precious.
every
The
time. So if you can't reproduce one voice, you are gonna have like a huge issue with the content itself because it's raw. And so this is actually an old content I was trying to do, but because I had to finish a lot of stuff. That's very important thing to know if you are working on Apple Podcasts Connect. So you would have to finish a lot of stuff. So actually, you have three types of audio files here: is M3, WAV, or FLAC. So you have to convert this one. Once you do, you will have a good result, like upload. So this is not a converted one. I didn't convert it yet, but that's how you have to upload it at. It's just an adjustment of a name. It will not approve on that yet because I didn't finish up my account fully. So this is just an explanation for how to do it. So use your title, for example, the topic itself, Adele song. Maybe something to make it interesting because I really love that song. Then I do some description as well. So while I'm typing, I'm having a description in mind. So that will be taking a lot of time just to adjust everything in the title and description. You can actually use AI for this, but I'll just type it on my own. So have patience with me. So maybe I'll type like AI. All right. All right. All right. Like for example, so I'm sorry, I'm just trying to focus. So my focus here, actually, you'll be noticing that I'm trying to focus on the memory and nostalgia. But I know there's some grammar mistake, but that's not the issue here, because the target itself is to make a voice on a little important topic, like a small topic, yet an important topic, like a little fun topic. Then all other things is just for my productions, like to show you that I'm actually knowing how to think about it, because sometimes people are struggling with the idea itself that this notebook LM was used for research and it was never able to be producing anything like coming from YouTube, like a song or something like that. Because yeah, I used to actually I learned notebook LM, and it was all about research during that course. It has a free course as well. So yeah, you will find a lot of people teach you how to be doing it, but it was all old according to what I saw. It's not gonna just say open YouTube or produce a podcast. So once you actually having your audio, uploading it,
It's
having your
10:45.
content, having your description of everything, making an image for it. So even an image is an important thing if you are actually serious about making content. So I have edited an image already. And it always like needs a size. So the size I used has to be to the standards of the Apple Podcast, which is 3000 aspect ratio of square. The square is 3000. So it simply can be converted here. 3000. Okay. Now I will. All right, everything is fine. All right. Once I upload this, I can save it. Like you'll see it if I actually make this live. So if I make this live, you'll find it at this name. That only if I am able to show you the final result. So, but I would need actually to show something else if I want to actually show you some other final result, because I will not just upload that audio. I'm just trying to show you how to upload everything into this page. So thank you for watching. Actually, that's the end of the video, and that you need to find it loaded, and everything will be prepared. So if you are just finished your tags and stuff, you'll find everything available, because I am just like yet to begin, because the idea was really new for me. So I'll just avoid or skip the audio for now, because it's not gonna upload unless I am all finished. So once I'm all done, I'll be able to upload an audio to my episode, which all this could be changed once I finish everything. So you find no audio, and thank you for watching.